Flat Earth British, Martin Liedtke speaking. Hi guys, welcome to the Great Flat Earth British think tank. It's Flaterday, and we've got some usage. Okay, some history killing narratives. Okay, and a lot more besides. We're going to look into the Renaissance of the 1500s, the enlightening. Okay, when they lit everything up, and we're going to look into some really strange medieval depictions, and we're going to do something that Olga asked me for, and that is a synopsis over the last year. Okay guys, we're going to cover the last year, last epic adventure, which it has been. Okay, a Flat Earth British peeps. Okay, I'm going to take you on a ride in this post, guys. Okay, so buckle in. As we always say, there will be a lot in this post, guys, but I'm just going to have to just go with it. Okay, now people are asking me because, you know, the word is, okay, word is that we're all going to be purged again. Okay, now I've been purge survivor twice. Okay, I was a purge survivor twice, so on the 10th, there's these new restrictions coming out, and apparently, you know, X amount of YouTube channels would disappear without any warning. Okay, now YouTube I had a message from them, an email. They always send me emails saying, we've still got your channel, Matt, we haven't sorted anything out yet. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Okay, because they don't really want to give it back. Does it make any sense for them to stitch it together, give it back to me, to take it out in what, 3 days time, that Tuesday? Not really, does it? So I'm suspecting that this might get taken out. If that is the case, it will be a shame. Okay, of all them other channels floating around on YouTube that I have no access to. Okay, can't even get to them. It's a very, very confusing scenario. Don't know exactly what's going on at the moment. Okay, so people in my emails, quite a few emails, are asking me, if you've got an alternative, Martin, are you going to Library, BitChute, Twitch, or DeepTube, or any of these other formats? Okay, no, I won't be, guys. Okay, I won't be able to, guys. Okay, I have had some shit for being a flat earther. Okay, extreme prejudice against flat earthers, guys. Okay, I will elaborate more, okay, on my Monday post. Okay, my next post, before all this shit goes down on the 10th. Okay, I'm going to talk about a lot in this post, guys. Okay, stick around. Okay, stick around. The synopsis will be fun. Okay, guys, now ideas. Now, if I disappear off YouTube, that's a lot of, like, you know, a lot of people. There's tens of thousands of people already out there. Okay, and many, many more who do not subscribe, who still watch. Okay, will be upset. I will be really upset. Okay, I was when my channel was taken out. All of that effort, which I seen as my life's work, guys, I really did. Okay, I still do. A legacy, something to leave humanity, something real, something good. So that's what we've been up to. Thank you all for all of your shares and you know, your selfishness. Less, you know, this is how everybody should be. You know, nobody has been selfish. It's been unselfish sharing the whole time, guys. Okay, it's been just amazing experience. Okay, it's a good lesson for humanity of what happens when people work together, I feel. Anyway, Lee, Flat Earth British, has made a backup channel. I am unable to make a backup channel. I already have. YouTube have it. They're supposed to be stitching my hacked channel to it, like back in the past sometimes, so I can't really open another one. Okay, I have 3 other channels out there floating around, like I said, that I have no access to. It is a confusing show. I know, it's very confusing. I know. So what I've been trying to basically carry this on. Okay, now I will set up again on YouTube in another format, or one way or another. Okay, guys, if they do. Okay, but I've been looking into, I put a business plan forward for a small business, okay, to make Flat Earth British proper, legitimate business. Okay, now there's a lot of things attached to Flat Earth British. Okay, we've got a lot going on. It's got really, really big, guys. Okay, it's got massive. Okay, it has. You know, I got like management teams, translation teams, you know, and all of the great Flat Earth British think tank peeps. You know, you all contribute. You know who you are in my emails and in my comments. It's really big. Okay, so, and a book, which is in material form, as I will show you now. It's here. Okay, I haven't got it in my hand yet, but you can pretend. Okay, I got my CAD. I'm not having this in the room. Anyway, so that is, you'll have that if you have Christmas stocking. You'll have it in your Christmas stocking for Christmas. Okay, and there's other stuff going on, which I'll talk to you about with the book as well. As in, vultures have descended. Okay, my book seems to be quite popular with people in the book world. So I'm finding out. So I'm going to look into that as well. So this business plan I put forward is to make Flat Earth British, like, you know, bigger. I'm looking for actually funding as well, guys, if I can, you know, to push this forward. I want Flat Earth British tour. Okay, because, you know, all of these conventions I go to, so many people are there, you know, to meet me and have a listen. So I thought, well, Flat Earth British tour, you know, like Mud, Flood and Tataria hitting the road for the first time ever, okay, will have some impact. Okay, it will be all mind-blowing stuff. So that's what I want to do, and that's what I'm proposing. So I've been doing that, and hopefully that will come off. I got like some sort of interview next week to sort this out. Okay, because I got shit. Okay, guys. Now tomorrow, if you don't know, okay, the Global Tour is returning home from its tour in Europe. Okay, now I've supported this, guys, from the very beginning. As you may know, I did a tour-a-thon for them, and I joined them in Cardiff, which we've got some pictures of as well, which is really, really epic. And they've just gone around Europe, and it has been quite an adventure. It's been moving, it's been hysterically funny, it has been alarming. You know, when Adam Meakin got his bollocks crushed by Terminator in Rome, very funny. But a reality. So they're descending on Leicester Square tomorrow, 1 PM. Leicester Square, London, tomorrow, Sunday the 8th. Now, I know a load of you were hoping to meet me there, and I said that I'd be going, but I've had some bad shit happening, and I can't get there. I just haven't got a way of getting there. So, I'll be there in spirit, and I'll be watching online, okay? So, let's get underway with some usage. Okay, please share this out. Let's hope they don't take us out, because that would be another shit. But make sure to come back Tuesday, okay? Make sure to come back Tuesday. Just in case Wednesday, come back Monday, I mean, just in case Tuesday, everything's gone again. Okay, what I'm going to look into, guys, is I got some really, like, stunningly rare, but really interesting manuscripts. I got 2. 3 actually. One is a bit creepy. I got some photographic collections of the Great Siberian Railway, which shows crazy mud flood. Video of my book in existence. And a reminiscence of the year just past is what we're going to do in this vlog. Let's have a look at some Renaissance art. So I can't, you know, tell you the art, every artist for every picture, but, you know, it's the usual suspects, you know, Da Vinci, Michelangelo, or, you know, I can't even think, my brain's just gone. Botticini, you know, all of the usual suspects, Bernini, all of these people who take or master the art of just fine hair, glinting eyes, and looking like a photograph. I don't know why she's doing the old Freemasonic hand thing. So let's have a look through and try and decode before we go into this manuscript. Some Renaissance art. So that's old Henry, who is a Welshman. He's a bit of a taffy. He's a Tudor. Look at all them jewels. Let's have a look what's going on. Okay, rubies. Don't know if these are pearls. So yeah, that was in his later days after his accident. He had a bit of a jousting accident. He was a bit of a sporty chap until then. And after that, he just basically went into his food. So Sistine Chapel roof, that needs decoding properly. Many people say this is the same shape as the pineal gland, which it is. You can put it side by side. Or what's going on? Is God like giving humanity knowledge? So what's God doing? All right, he's got his hand on his babe, his wife, Mrs. God, and a load of Cherubinuskis. That one looks like, you know, very modern, like a photograph or something. Look quite feared, don't they? And what about down here? Anyone notice ever that before? This hand. What are these? These acorns? What are they? Like a hand reaching in a bag. Yeah, I know. So, Sistine Chapel, and you get a lot of this in this era, right? So, if you watch my channel, you're going to know we talk about the Phoenicians or the Bacchus turning up on their chariots with the fasces underneath and some sort of tube coming out and everything is burning. Okay, humanity is like this, eating bones. That looks like a human bone anyway, and she's like, oh, that's disgusting. But as weird as it is, what we have unfolded is at one period of time in the past, say even in the 1700s, we witness this in America or in Borneo or India, we see it everywhere, is everyone is into a weird sort of very spooky cult and everyone's chowing down to strange meat. Even the Dutch and the Europeans turn up in harbour. Within no time at all, everybody's dying, everybody's getting cooked. And why is that happening? I showed you these on my last. Let's whip through. So this is my gather Christ or some other victim. But very all this, the wrinkles and that, really weird. But yeah, I've been looking into annunciations, on the Annunciation of Mary and different saints. This is a bit weird. This is woman surrounded by severed heads, like the head of John the Baptist. Bring me the head of John the Baptist. He baptizes people. So you got a medieval jester there, play music, standing on a rock, and water. Interesting. Yeah, like I said, Annunciation. So what you see in a lot of depictions is like what looks like a spacecraft or some, not that they exist, but you know, laterally, a flying craft, a UFO, and it beams a light into Mary, who in the medieval depictions I show you now looks really well to do, like an elite. And it goes into a, you know, into a body, and then all of a sudden a virgin becomes pregnant. Okay, an immaculate conception, almost like a test tube baby. Well, no, you need two for that, or some sort of DNA process. Now this is a famous Phoenician lady, but look how we caught her. She's on a shell in the water, which you'll see in a minute. So in the woods, so you've got Bacchus in one of his incantations. I guess in this because they're ginger, and they always look like this. In Dura's pictures they look like this. We'll see Dura later, he's from this era. The three witches, she's in red. And what's this spirit, this parasite? Is it talking into you here? Yeah, we're going to look into parasites later, actually. If you remember, if you look on my community page, I posted, and it's been posted by New Earth and talked about for a couple of years now. In night suits, was there a parasite, like a giant worm living? Or are they robots, exoskeleton suits? There's something else going on with night suits. Okay, we'll look into that now. So, yeah, these guys, I wonder where that is, are going to kill the monk and some purpler. But they're in purple too, so Battle of the Purples. At first I thought, oh, that's really cute. There's a man, he's laying in the mud flood, okay, and he's got a fox licking him, so happy to see him, and he's like, ah. But it's not, because it's all blood, and he's eating his throat. Yeah. And you get these, right, from Braegon, like, an amazing book of his allegorical sites, right, but when you go through it, considering the era, 500 years ago, oh my, they got spectacles. Okay, I had to look it up. They, in my mind, when I first researched it, Wikipedia changes like the British fucking weather. They keep pulling dates back out under our discoveries. All this is going on. But I remember looking into glasses, and I remember it was like around this period. But now they're saying it's the 13th and 12th century. So, but we have got some depictions later, anyway, of glasses in this era. But look at this stuff. So it's a gathering of treasure, isn't it? Money. And Phoenician art. So, coming up from the water and offering stuff. And another thing I thought interesting, because this is from 500 years ago, if you research when the first globe turned up, right? So what is this? Where is this? Yeah, I thought this was like, West Africa, follow it across to America. Right, America? Well, the centre bit maybe is full of water. We're looking at a pre-flood version globe of the previous scam by the Phoenicians going on. Who knows? He's looking up at what? Probably crucified St. Andrew. So was the unveiling behind the curtain. But check out the architecture. It's 500 years ago, guys. Phoenicians, and they're amazing. So look at the light capture in that. We've seen this in a picture that's behind me on the wall. I don't know if I've downloaded it, of a married couple, same period, one pregnant, and it just, the light changes second to second. Yeah, they managed to paint it in an instant, almost as if it's a photograph. How is that even possible? Light coming in through the window. And the dog having a aquatech drinkage. And this is your 500 years ago scenery. Big trees then, guys. Look, higher than this building. There's too many of them around now. They got taken out in events. So let's have a look what they're up to in this town. The Braegon the Younger in Netherlands. And what we seeing? They are murdering demons. This guy's hanging on to his favourite piece of architecture. This pig is getting pissed. Ooh, I don't know, they're cooking a pig. That's strange. Hang on. Now Lee said to me, Lee Flat of British Sub, in email, we think about this stuff. In these depictions where you see loads of people with walking sticks, are they actually blind, not crippled? I think so. So I don't know what that orb is, but it's sticking a bit. He's pooing on an orb. He's pooing out the window at the barber's shop, at the Crescent Moon Boozer. What the hell is that? That's just weird. So what you get is like this cat. He's sitting at the table, and like in this other medieval depiction book of the same period I'm going to show you now, all the animals seem to have intelligence. Oh, I don't like the look of that, barbers. Let me give you a shave. Be safe. And light entertainment. They weren't for light. They were for somebody on a fiddle. He's pissed. Oh, what's going on here? Bees? Yeah, he's got bees. He's smacking them away. Maybe. Is that a beehive? Don't know. Right. What's going on here? So somebody set their house alight. Some naked, hairy dude Two bears holding hands. Right. She's thinking exactly the same as us. What the fuck? Yeah, I know. Gallows. Antiquità building. Everything's in water around it, and water is here, and giant fishes because of the floodage. Oh, so weird. So weird. Yeah, I'll just chuck all my money in. I need the luck. What the fuck? Electric eels. Zap. They got some electric in them, haven't they? What's going on down here? Just more drunken goings on. He's got one of those orbs too. What's with them? Are they a Gould? No, they're Crucifer. Ah. What's he got his head in, guys? Huh? Well, he's got his head in a bubble. He spilled the milk. Oh, don't cry over that. And where's my pizza? Oh! Is he the egg layer, guys? So electric eels, men laying eggs. And he's like, lay! It's like a parasite attached to him. Right, the egg's got legs. What's all that up there? Shooting arrows. Right, that's some weird depiction. So, always the theme of electromagnetic technology. This guy has an fasces, which is plasma tech, which is zzz, as you can see. The old laurel leaf, Phoenicians, offering earthly controllers power, and some fine Jesuit art. What you find with that art is that a lot of it is made of ivory, and a lot of it is just incredible detail. It's just sumptuous. That's the word of this vlog. So, did he exist? Did anyone tell him? Did anyone have the nerve to tell him? What's going on, guys? Who knows? We've seen him before. He's running from water that's coming in. There's a pyramid over there, not a hut. Yeah, the water's coming in. It's getting deeper, deeper, and deeper. Okay. So I guess the guy is this a guy? Is a girl? Okay. What's that? A bit of my chariot wheel. Yeah, she got a bit of the Apollos going on there. The old Babylons. Oh, these are not attached to. They just come up solidly slipped in. They're a giant raft ship in Japan. Or China, excuse me. Which carries many people. Mud flood. I'll get back to the Renaissance now. Sorry, these actually were there already in the file. There's damp up to here, up to here, up to here. Still in the stones, still like absorbed into the porous stones. Hasn't really dried out yet. Can you imagine the force of this event? They've just arrived, 1800s, and the whole place is not long been mud flooded. Okay, sorry to mix up the photos, but I'm feeling a lot of these photos are literally like movie sets. There's one we got of Wall Street. Everyone's like this. Camera, action. It's just the strangest thing. Nothing being built, and the whole world's already there. Greco-Romano, excuse me. And a large Tartarian. And that giant warship raft made out of wicker. So they could do incredible things with flotillas in the past, as we've covered. He's a big Tartarian. And more art. Excuse me, let me just whiz through. So I'm not sure if this is from the Renaissance period or harking back. Either way, it's very trippy. And Morty, or Mortage, Mortgage, Rick and Morty. Yeah, they got loads of morts out there, haven't they? So check the shadows in the cup. Is this painting method? Oh, is the reflection of the window working? It's very clever stuff, but there's a theme, isn't there? It's the theme of time, death, mortality. A bubble? A bubble. An orb? An energy being? Who knows? Phoenicians. Oh, it's with the Isis, the one breast hanging out, judging all the time, and he's got what is a Fache shield with the plasma. So what you get in the Renaissance period is either really unbelievable pictures or they're really, really crap pictures for some reason. So they got all these wild beasts in here again. Is that a harpsichord? And they got clocks and globes each. So they like to collect stuff that was left over from the last reset. Is that Venice? Phoenicians. Obviously, you know, human kids do not have wings. Oh, look at this. I wonder where that is. Because there's nowhere we know. And they're all Bacchusite themes. Just the flowers. Bacchus itself. Just incredible colour. Not sure, but I liked it. Thought it was, you know, natural. So more crucifixion. There's a giant city in the background from the Middle Ages. All the people in Middle Ages clobber. No Romans. They're all looking like something out of Hieronymus Boschage. Skeletons and bones on the floor. Some killing going on. And some more killing going on. All set in the Middle Ages. Or the Drogi, the one in the chemical. So you see these in 1666. These anti-plague suits, apparently. Antibacterial. Isn't that a sinister thing to put into this picture? Just seeing if there was more in the perspective. Sinister. Again, Greek mythology. Is it just mythos? Well, if you're an elite brat, they'll send you off to Eton, and they will you will get a classical education, and they are all very, very familiar with the stories of Greek mythology. Beautiful architecture. So what's with the fire? There's no fire, there's just a plant in the fire. Bit kooky. Same lampshades. Check it out. So there's a lot of drunkenness going on. He's got happy hats. Look at these ruffles. It doesn't look stylish. It looks ridiculous. There must be something else going on with it. But you know, I'm not like 18th century mindset. It might be really cool to have one. I'm not even going to comment about that one, guys. He looks lifelike, doesn't he? Some one glasses on. What's that on his eye? Yeah, something drawn in his eyes. He got like a Google thing. Is he downloading something? What's going on with this picture? We don't look happy. Okay, weird. So that's Bragel's, excuse me, Towers of Babel. So we've got food fights going on. Are these real people? They're little. Card's been around a long time, apparently. So none. What are these? And why is there a fucking Empire State Building in the Middle Ages in a Brago. Is that not a skyscraper? Yeah, it is a skyscraper, isn't it? Yep. Oh well. Well, that looks fun. And the Phoenicians rising from the water. They came across the water. They came out of the water. God. Yeah, I think they were the three witches. Ooh. Whoever the Florentines are. The gingers. And they could be witches, just saying. So it's Michelangelo. I think it's something to do with I can't remember. But anyway, it's amazing happy hat. And they got the Phoenician lion and armour 500 years ago. I'm trying to remember the name now. I do know it, but I've just got a main brain block. And that is Noah. There's narratives on Wiki and stuff, but there are laser beams coming out of his head, guys. He's got laser beams. It's normal. He lived 800 years. So Lady Da Vinci. Okay, Leonardo da Vinci, lady with ermine. Ermine looks like a freaking whippet or a ferret. I mean, a polecat. But they're a bit smelly, but they're lush pets. But you don't want them going up your trouser leg. Okay. Squirrels are epic. I really like squirrels. Yeah. And rabbits as well. So yeah, some I got a load of shit going on. Check my stuff. My husband's got stuff. I don't know. So yeah, colourful people with stuff. Oh, I've showed that in my last post. That's a building that's supposed to exist in the same period. Okay. So you get a lot of this going on in the Renaissance. They seem to be bleak as fuck. So it's dead babies. And a lot of people getting stood on. She's got a sort of hand on her head. A bit of the usual. Juggy janging out. Yeah, take this, old lady. Oh man. Or whatever. Save me. Well, they're babies. Are they real babies or are they Charabnowskis? No, they're babies. It's like, oh mate, what's the matter with you? What is the matter with you? He's slapping babies on the floor. Just fucking. So yeah, he's pulling her hair. So yeah, Jesuit art shows there's something deeply fucked with humanity. Was it always this way? Was it ever that way? I'm highly suspicious about that, you know. Okay. Bit strange, isn't it? Yeah, you're a bit alright, haven't you? They come in these like sails on water. These. I know it sounds strange. You'll see it later. Red cloak. Know what that's all about. Dance, lady, dance. Like I've said before, in any reality, dancing girls are fine. It's a Casus, so it's Hermes' tech. Okay, he's got a Pegasus. He knows how to get around. You want a flying horse? You do. Also, them ones with the horns. Yeah, them unicorns. They exist. She's also ginger. I notice. Is the Virgin Queen, Elizabeth. Yeah, another Elizabeth. So let's have a look at her. She's got an ermine too. Wonder what the thing with ermines are. So Elizabeth I and Renaissance, I suppose, floral Phoenician outfits, and you get like food outfits too. I like the food outfits. Using another enunciation. Basically, Angel Gabriel's turning up and he's saying words, you know, like incantations. He's like, and she's like, oh, I'm preggers. Like, I thought you could only get pregnant off toilet seats. So, and them two are going out by swords, and there's some bad goings on. Okay, Phoenicians. Oh, isn't that interesting? The plasma bird or dove. So anyway, Da Vinci done a version of this as well. I got up on my wall. Sorry, Michelangelo. I always mix the two up. So yeah, survivor times. They come in, they're in rags, and they're just walking around. Obviously, this isn't a museum to visit. These people did not build this building. They call it Rome, and it exists, and it's there for Renaissance art because the whole stuff is still existing. Let's have a look at this. Is this a photograph of said buxom wench? Is it so? So that's the time. And it looks like a photograph. And it could well be, as we'll see later. Okay, that's... Things hiding cloaked in clouds. That's interesting. That's interesting. Oh. See, that's if somebody doing you a solid. Let me just repair your dislocated arm. Better. Ew, that looked painful. I don't know if they're... Don't know. You can guess. You can guess. He's got a tree on his back. Are they doing a bit of fisticuffs as well? He's strange, isn't he? He's looking at them all as if to say, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. What a palaver. So, I'm not sure if this is Jesus. Got a bit of a tan on. Got a red book. Oh, it's Karl Marx. Stupid me. Anyway, I didn't mean that. You should never say anything bad about yourself. Anyone notice what's in the background of moaning Lisa? She don't look like moaning. She's enigmatic, as they say. Is that what? Nah, I'd say it was a saucy grain. She's a bit like up, isn't it? It's not like... But there's a reset flooded world in the background. There's definitely more going on with that picture. Otherwise, why the big hoo-hoo about it? And... to this time, they had a thing about memento mori, which is ivory, and they're literally obsessed in this era of the Renaissance with this parasite. And it's not just a worm. Worms are not that big. We'll see it again in a minute. Look. All out of ivory. Memo. Dapper. It's nice, isn't it? He's got a lizard coming out of his. Oh, he's got frogs. And one of those parasite things again. Like you get that night suit. So. They had a crazy obsession. Now, it is true to say that inherently every single culture or civilization fears cataclysm for no apparent reason whatsoever, but everyone thinks about it because inherently cataclysms are cyclical. So you don't want them turning up. Why are they showing him the mirror again? How many times are we going to see this? Face yourself, this is what you're going to look like. I don't know, what's he mean? Don't know, it's spooky. And there's that worm again. And it looks exactly like the night suit. We're going to see it again in a medieval document that is mind-blowing. And it's supposed to be true. This thing I'm going to look into. Strange as it may seem. So he's got laurel leaves. Strange thing, like a moustache made from a parasite. Phoenicians. The many faces. Is it facets of our personality? Is it of their personality? Who knows? They have different personifications for each one of their deities, like 2 or 3. It's really weird. Or more. That is amazing. Wow. Look at this. Excuse me. So, 500 years ago they had some bleak taste, but they don't change. I don't know what that is. Whee. Build your castle high. If the water's going to come in, you want it high. Okay. What are we looking at up there? Flying people. Of course, of course. I wonder if they have umbrella tech. I was talking to Mel the other day about one of UAP's videos, and I was wondering about Mary Poppins and Antiquitech and that era of Victorian Britain. Chimney. I think there's big clues in it, you know. Especially Mary Poppins flying with an umbrella. Static gathering umbrella. So yeah. There's a school of let's look fruity or let's look flowery. Okay. In the Renaissance period, it's all associated to Bacchus because they got this thing for fruit and flowers. I think they all brought the seeds with them from the seed bank after reset, because everything's covered in mud and silt and shit. Yeah, the seed banks are having a tally, did you know? Yeah, not just Feldbad seed bank, there's other seed banks, they're having a tally. Is this another... What am I seeing? So he's getting one of those Annunciation zappy cloud things happening. He's got like a thing over his head. He's got a rock on his head. Is he receiving information from a rock? Okay. It's a bit odd. What it was odd, is this something to do with magnetics? Is this a lodestone? He's putting it next to his head. Okay. And he's got rocks as well. He's got one over his head and one on each shoulder. Are they attached? Yeah. Answers on a postcard. Flat Earth British, PO Box. 2019 or so, they say. Not really, just comment. I haven't got a PO Box. It's not Blue Peter. It's like, don't worry, it won't hurt. So he's got his girlfriend, I suspect, with him there. But in the other, you know, depictions, Mary's like, you know, really not, you know, elite. Is this Sophia, or that droid robot thing that is all over the place, in that day and age? Because this is not human, is it? Look at that red, nasty little Cherubinowski fuckers. So you get a lot of this Celtic art as well. So this is what British people were like, Celts anyway, at least. Don't know about Mercia, etc. So Venetian. Another Annunciation of another person. I can't tell who that is. So another saint turns up, a laser beam goes into you, and some stuff happens apparently. Awesome. Why is he smiling? So as I said, they're like the Da Vinci's or the Michelangelo's, or they're like a 12-year-old done them. No, this is really good. Sorry, no, it's not 12-year-olds. They're like amazing artists, some of them. I'm just saying they're like really... What I'm saying is they're crap. They're not like Da Vinci's, are they? So, I'm guessing this is analogous for his wife's giving him a terrible fucking headache. And this is apparently what women look like in the Renaissance. Bacchus again in the background. It's just something too lifelike for a painting, guys. It's more like a photograph, isn't it? The eyes, I mean. I noticed this when I used to go in art museums years ago. I used to be like, how is this captured in the eyes? The glint, the soul, the essence of the person in art. Very talented, whatever. So this is the most Bacchus ceiling I've ever seen. So he's like nearly on every depiction, all them little Venetian nasty demons. The whole ceiling's like it. Sorry. And the Emtech, the Gorgon, or the Medusa. You can't look at her because you've got lizards coming over there and you'll be turned to stone. So you got to look at her through a shield. And then you can sort of just chuck a sword over your shoulder if you're really good, and chop her head off, and the EM will be cancelled. So here we go again. It's another Annunciation. I'm guessing this is Gabriel. The laser beam is coming from the same dove that flies over the North Pole. And Annunciations under progress. Oh, I feel a twinge. Look, there. Yeah, she's twinging. All will be well. So apparently that's going on in reality. Or bring me the head of John the Baptist. I don't know if that's the... No, that's Judith. And she's like literally chopping... I'm not going to say her old man's head off, but somebody's head off. But is that a painting? Was that a photograph? Look at his eyes. Well, it looks like a photograph to me. It's 500-year-olds, guys. They're supposed to be mixing the paints like in little clay pots with ochre and blending like weirdly with an unknown technique. They try to replicate. I could do it. No, you can't. So you got a lot of these centurions around. Everyone's got to be baptized. Welcome you to the new Phoenician. Newly risen from the ashes or the water. Tree lady. Civilization burning. And so, is that a fasces you have in your hand there, mister? Well, it's like a bazooka, isn't it? Control attack. And another Annunciation into progress. Out of the skies. Whoa. She's like, whoa. I don't know what's going on. It's just weird. Anyway, it's a miracle. It's a miracle. It's not. So they're watery seahorses, these ones, but when they get out of the water, same as the mermaids, they turn into physical form. So that purple video went down well, where the dog, Hercules' dog, discovered purple, and it has superconductive properties. Somebody suggested, do they make clothes out of superconductive purple property dye for, to keep the hologram in place? So that's really, really interesting. Yeah, forever winged beings. Okay. And I'm going to introduce you shortly to somebody as well. I've got some friend to show you. So, Renaissance, 1500s, decoding. 4 angels. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's all in that one. Yeah, that's some ceiling. Okay, what's going on with this strangeness? Okay. That's my point though, guys. Up until I got like 1300, 1400, 1500s text, and you get these like pans, people half horse. It's like they've either gone nuts on splicing a gene pool and crossbreeding, getting like spider goatfish man. Or we're looking at somewhere else really completely different. Because this is all just really strange. Why every single painting and depiction of this period shows exactly the same pan and all the rest of them. Is it just mythos? Methinketh not. So, I don't know. It's a load of academics under a dome, skullduggery going down. Ooh. Sky's falling in. It's giving him an headache. Water. Who knew? Ooh. Flowery lady. She's literally made out of flowers, guys. How does she breathe? He's made out of fruit. Is he real? Yeah. Wow. Killer suit. This melon is for display purposes only. Can I buy your melon? No, I'm really hungry. No, it's for display purposes. Have you got anything to eat? No. Oh, okay. Well, again, Bacchus and this serpentage which we see everywhere. Oh, I've got his leg. This is a giant's leg. He's flying. Oh, it's the red cape. Is this what makes them fly? with magnetic technology, so they levitate. Maglev. There's Bacchus there, the fat one. Ooh. So he's got a foot. I don't know if it's a giant or whatever. There you are. You can see up here who the artist is. Ooh. She looks not very happy. They're all ginger as well, I've noticed. All of them. All Phoenicians are ginger. Can't be true, can it? So this is a cool depiction. Book. Loads of clues. And I'll show you now. Excuse me. Please share this out, Flaterday and everything else. And we'll whiz through some more information. Okay. Thinking on parasites. Look at this. 2 fasces. Active with flames coming out. See? Pipes connected. Zzz. Okay. So what it says here, guys, is this got catalogued in 1869. Okay. And I thought it said Oedipus. Oh, I think it does. Oedipus in Europe. Etchings, brilliant proofs before letters in large paper. Okay, so it's of an earlier time, and looking at the close, I think we're looking at early 18th century. Okay. And this is what it's got. Aesopus. Oh, I was wondering about Aesop. So what you get is always get a unicorn, and animals seem to be speaking. So he's reading out, and they always seem to be coexisting with humans in this book. So I'm guessing you know the Jesuit art by now. Flaterday, drum vibration. Caesar's Caesar's promises. I don't know. Musa. So, what we get? So I'm guessing by this clobber, it's 18th century. Is fasces, okay, and a zap coming off it, and people like literally blowing out of the way. So. He just like he's thrown it over his shoulder. In fact, all of them are dead off that fasces blast. It's on the floor, look. Zzz, it's like an explosion. So, fasces in action. And they're all dead by there. And he's a clown. All sorts. A jester. Okay. So I'm guessing they're the Dutch. I don't know. They got windmills on stilts, but check the Greco-Roman architecture. And they're taking mud away in baskets and freeing up that building. Okay. And again, blind justice, always with the ever present eagle, wings open, and the lion. Always wings open, and then the active charge, fasces, thunderbolt of Zeus below. Okay. And she's got tame lion. What is she weighing up exactly, guys? And she's blindfolded. What about this plasma receptor depiction? What's this? It's in a circle. And skulls. I'm guessing that's evil. And I'm guessing this guy, he's got the serpent looking like plasma discharge. Everyone's hanging on gallows. The many facets and faces of these Phoenicians. Flaterday. Wow, guys. Chicken feet. This guy's got chicken feet. This guy's got chicken feet. No, that's a... Okay, I'm really confused right now. But he's got something that lets off a charge. And somebody's getting dragged around and tortured. Happy days. So, yeah, none of these creatures really exist in our reality. I'm wondering what this is. This is just... Obviously it's perspective. Giant sword crossed with a key. Flaterday and the same old serpentage. Watching it all. The parasite. Which I'll show you about now. So, constellation art. Let's just see there, except everyone's dying and burning in the background. Actually, you'll get a lot of that. Magical. What's this? Oh, sexton, is it? Yeah. Oh. You don't belong. You don't belong. Are you a time traveller? Oh, you don't belong there. He's pointing at him and saying, he's just visiting. He doesn't belong here. Because he's a hunchback. And he's fucked because he's in the Middle Ages. Walking stick. You know, from whatever. Events. Wow. Okay, so they got more going on in this period than we have credit for. They got a flying machine, flying chariot, and whoever's in there is getting like deaded. Okay. Oh, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Wow, this is freaky stuff. So I hope there's no more carnage. I don't really like all of my vlogs turning into, you know, carnage. Some happiness. So they're all going off the cliff. Not too bad. Oh. Chopping people up into little bits, ripping their guts out and chucking them on the floor. Okay. So, I'm guessing that's not really friendly. I don't know. Maybe it's a custom, like being spat in the face. So. Gaster humus. So these people have, I don't know. Looks like a lot of groveling. And I have a scepter. I have a fluffy stick thing. No, it's a toilet brush. I have a scepter. I have a toilet brush. I have a wand. Oh, he's in a satanic circle. One of those residuals, look. All the way around. Protected. He's doing black magic. Openly in the street with a scepter. And the arrival brought in at the same time of the V cross the W. So significant. What have you got there? What have you got there? You excited, guys? See what we discover. What we got? What we got? What's this? What's this? What's this? He looks a bit shocked. Look what I found. Oh, it's some more unveiling. Right, they're covering up. Something's happening to do with this scepter. Right. So she's covering up because of what's happening outside. Water, arrivals, giant pyramids. Yeah, he looks trouble. So, what's happening with these goggles? What the fucking hell's going on for this period? Oh dear. This is just so weird. So they got backgammon and chess and stuff, I'm guessing. Oh, a knight turns up. What's with the glasses? Are they thermal imagery or... Giant birds picking things apart. God, this is so bleak, this era. Unicorns are up and running with animals, but this lion you see everywhere, he's talking. There's people standing there. Oh, you might have hold of him, actually. Giant eagles, elephants. Nobody's... It's like Cyrus. Nobody's wasting nobody. Okay. So... Fasces. Okay, not too bleak, actually. W and the M. Well, it's an M and M upside down, so it's 33. What is it? What is it? And these unicorns, they're a bit hard, you know. He's fucking up this anomalous being that shouldn't exist, whatever it is. In this period. It's really weird. And these come out of the water. Okay? And everyone's like, shit, it's Attack of the Phoenician Beasts. They got the beasts. Right. He's dropping a load of money, the bird's picking it up. He's got a stick because he's not crippled, he's blind. He's blind. And they got the printing press going. Hmm. 1701. So this is very early 18th century, like I said. Creator region, creator realm. What's in the creator realm, guys? Oh, we got a creator realm in our house. Aren't you the lucky one? It's all a creator realm. Can't have your own personal creator realm. That's just silly. Okay, what's going on here? More tech. More. We're gonna eat ya. More. We're gonna. Oh look, there's a pissy Zeus up there. Active fash. I'm guessing everything's gonna bite the dust shortly. Another one bites the dust. 1701 cannon. 2. I want 2 phoenixes. No, he's saying, yeah, buy one get one free on the phoenixes. Oh my days. Things are just weird on Flat Earth British. How often are you going to see this? Right, I'm guessing you got a wig. It's 1701, so you're not riddled by syphilis just yet, because that's later on in the century, unless you got it early. So you got the wig, very early. Sun not your head. Wicked pair of specs. And the architecture, obviously. My brain trying to register the things that I'm seeing. Okay. Just normal, man. It's just normal. It's Flat Earth British. Things like this happen regularly. I don't know what's in the vial. Looks like a rat. Okay, so the Dutch, who are normal, are living alongside all of these mythical beings, apparently. Star forts on fire, big battles happening. Wow, this time it's just weird. Oh, have you got a thorn in your foot? Yeah, it's killing me. I'll hold you. Let me just pick it out. See how kind they are, guys? But this is 1701. So they're watching movies in 1701. So I guess you can go to the penny matinee in 1701 in one of those big theatres that they say were built later in the mid-Victorian era, but we haven't got no photographs of them. Every city has them. They're giant theatres, and they're anomalous. And I think if you've got a projector in 1701, it's like, here, your favourite last movie. Okay. Now, I'm not sure if they're moving, but you know, this is a disc. I'm guessing if you turn a hand and you've got loads of these pictures, which are the photographs, 1701, possibly. But anyway, they're projecting, and it's not camera obscura; it's a projector in 1701. Do you see? So they're quite human, but the animals are going to shit outside, and they're not killing them or nothing. Okay, most strange, all of it. So 92 pages of absolute weirdness. Hope you enjoyed that. That was weird. This is better. This is not better. That was brilliant. This is really, really brilliant. This is from the same era. I notice there's more enunciations going on. The shepherd's got a bit of enunciationage. Does that mean like the shepherd's got pregnant? No, I'm just asking. Does that necessarily what enunciation means? It's like you're going to get preggers by a passing angel. Huh? So, early medieval, a little bit earlier, but the whole book is gold, inlaid giant jewels. It is a mind blow, and this is all carved ivory, guys. There's plenty in this. You got the Tower of Babel, everything. Giant Age going on. Fall of civilization. That friggin' serpent. Unfortunately, he's under the cross. And a helping hand from somebody above. Yes, that helping hand. And the 4 angels. Literally, the 4 angels. Isn't that sweet? Let's have a look what this book got for us. Okay. I think that was 1614, but it said 1014 to my eyes, but it was pencil. So let's have a look what delightful things it has. You know, a medieval texage. There's a bit of purple going on there. Seen a bit of royally words as well. Oh, okay. Ah, usage. So it's all in gold. Let's have a look. So I've got, just got an aura. It's purple, of course. Look, sire, I brought you a pretty red stick. Does it do anything? No. Is he a giant? Because these are really small. They're not their kids, are they? They've got beards. So these could be giants. It's like, you can have a happy hat. You can have a happy hat. And we got balls. Like, I got one of those happy hat architect happy hats. Always the H's. Same as you get in Puma Punko. I wonder what them H's did at Puma Punko. Well, she got them on her head. Or he. Not a leaf. Crucifer. And they got a bit of touch of the Apollos. And triple tier fudge hats. And Horn of Lives. Triple tier fudge hats are a new saying. I just thought them up. They might not be real. Yeah, it's a real word. Just hey. Fudge hats. So Saturday, what's the time? Right, 7:45. So I'm going to try and have this up for like 9 or 10. Not too late on Saturday. So yeah, this is what's going on in that, you know, fat load of purple. Gold. So yeah, they're all in purple, aren't they? Considering it's like the hardest thing ever to get hold of. Like ever. It's like, could be there certain times of year when the moon's right. All this caper. Especially trained people. All to get this purple. What you writing? Stuff. Okay. Okay. Looks like we got ourselves a reader. Yeah. Looks like we. What you reading for? Long hair? Let's have a look. That's just a letter. So I'm not going to go through it all anyway, guys, but I'll give it to you anyway. It's got some crazy ass Middle Ages depictions of gold, visitations from angelic sorts, which are really big. Oh, that's cool. He's got a walking stick too. Is everyone crippled? Or he wouldn't be looking up. Maybe you can see the light. Maybe partially blind. Ooh, star footage with horns. Sirens. And they've got a building inside. It's in water floating. No, maybe not in the water floating. Maybe floating in the sky. It's got sirens on it. Sirens. I can't stand the sound, but I gotta go there. Them sirens are calling me. Don't go there. Yeah. Okay. So, before we go into any more depictions, check that out. God, they got a lot of gold going on. Great Verbi. Yeah, great Verbi. Verbum. Okay. Let's hell's that, Stefan? So anyway, I'm not going to read all of this or go through the depictions because I want to see Pics. There's plenty in there, guys. It's just mad for it. And you go through 5 at a time, like so. Okay, now we're moving on. Oh, yeah, they're good. Okay, so this is going to freak you if you haven't seen it. I posted it about a year ago or so. I found it. It's a really weird book, actually, but it's supposed to be true. And if you read it all, you're going to see this is a really convincing case. Now, this guy, this doctor, this period of, excuse me, 1600s, it's actually 1637, alright, 37. He found, through an autopsy of a night, I shit you not, the most uncertain and thriv of relation of the strange monster or serpent found in the left ventricle of the heart of John Pennant, gentleman of the age of 21 years. His wife contacted this physician, and this is what it looked like. Okay, it's a serpent, apparently, and there's big evidences, and he goes into some detail of the autopsy. There's some strange things happen to the human body. Okay, and I think it's linked to what I just showed you at the same period. So Friar Bacon here, and this is just summing up at the beginning. So in the heart, in the left ventricle, is this, which looks exactly like that one coming out of the night suit that I posted about. If you don't know what picture is, look on my community page. It was 2 messages ago. Okay, so I'll tell you what happens. This is just the intro, the introduction. Don't want to do a lot of Middle English reading. I got a lot of shit for it. I'm not in the mood right now. More read it out. So he does an autopsy, okay, of this lady's husband. So you can get to the beginning a bit of it. Yeah, read it for yourself. It's just a mind blow. Okay, so just trying to find the name of this lady and her knighty husband. So Sir Francis Harris, knight, came upon me and desired that I would bring the surgeon with me to dissect the body of his nephew, John Pennant. Okay, so he's related to a knight. The night before descended, can't really read that, to satisfy his friends concerning the causes of the long sickness, so he had a sickness, and his death, and his mother, whom myself had once or twice given help to some years before concerning the stone. Don't know what that is. Might be gallstones, might be asserted whether her son died of the stone or upon which, I don't know what that says. Anyway, this is why I wasn't going to read Middle English, but what they essentially is, guys, is he digs out these giant worms living in his heart, and his effects on the spleen, the liver, things as mush, see, a nervous membrane. So I'm just saying that at this period, this guy puts a case out where some guy, nephew of a knight, an elite, dies of a sickness, and he's got a giant parasite living in his heart, and it's not a tapeworm because it's in his heart, not his stomach. Yeah, really strange, that one. It goes into brief history by the look of it as well. I didn't read it that far. So anyway, knock yourselves off, guys, not literally, please, of the very weird book of the serpent that is a definite in this book. living in the left ventricle of the human heart. We're moving on. Pictures, because I gotta get moving. These are of the Great Siberian Railway. We've prostrated that the railway was there already, digging out the mud in a lot of places, but you get Tomsk here, and the city is entirely mud flooded in 1899. I've showed similar images before, but these are beautifully presented, as you can see. Okay, so Russia is at 1899 producing amazing steel structures like that. Beautiful stonework, and they've got beautiful trains. But the people, they're not doing as good. So I'm guessing when it goes all the way across Russia, it's got to have, excuse me, a lot of resources. This is where the crews, I guess, live. They live in the mud. Okay, these are the locals. Okay. They're not looking really happy, but they're not looking too impoverished, but they're not living in like big houses on there, I think, have they? Or houses. They got yurts, and they live in the woods. But that's probably really happy, their way of life. I guess there's a little smile going on. They don't like North American Indians. And they do voodoo as well. This is a voodoo warning by some strange anomalous stone to warn you to keep the fuck away. So, Siberian voodoo. And Tatarian buildings. This is a station. Antiquitech. Excuse me. No one's about, though, at this period. So they just rip through Tomsk. Look at these. I got some pictures, I'll show you these in a minute. They're very anomalous, these towers. They're all over Russia, and I'm like, alright then, so what you do, you go in there, in a door, staircase, is somebody's house? Well, what about that there and that? What exactly does it do? It's a bit posh for a watchtower. Look at the size of the doors. It's twice the size of these men. Well, for some remote part of Siberia, that's quite some structure. Older stone on the bottom. And it looks hexagonal. And then the Orthodox, because they're loaded, turn up. Okay, Rasputin and gang. And a few of soon to be the Red Army. 1899. Oh, you're sorted now. Is that Rasputin? Might be. Rasputin went on top. The Rasputin tour, 1899, and he had the best railway carriage you've ever seen in your entire life. Because he's a priest. He needs all this fine shit. Yeah. Of course. Ooh. And that's a sweet little railway station in the middle of nowhere for Siberia, where everyone goes to the gulag. Yeah, it's beautiful. Really strange. Engineering, excuse me, let's get through to some Tomskage. And the kids are working, I guess. Steel plate. Yeah, you gotta lift all that steel plate by the end of the day. Which they probably have, guys, I'm not even joking. If they're there on it, they probably got a shift there. So, some amazing. I wonder how long that railway yard in been. It's got like it's got flying buttresses. You only have that. I wouldn't need a flying buttress. The wall wouldn't pop out. It's not high enough. That building goes lower. And that's how the people who work on it live. They live like shit. And it's gone. Obliterated. For industry, so here's it's the most amazing city. If you haven't seen it, it's like the further up you get into the amazing Tatarian stuff. But everything is inundated in mud. They're all lower windows as well, as you can see. And every street is duckboards and full of mudded. I'll show you now. I can give you a link to this, by the way. You can study it more at your leisure. So what you see across bridges and entrances to roads, it's to these large pyramid bunker booths either side, and these sort of 3 energy things which haven't got wires on them, and I think that's to transfer a charge from these, not them ones, they're the telegraph, these ones, that one there and that one there. Okay, when free energy was happening in this place. And it's all lower windows, alright, mud flooded. Yeah, as well, that one's half buried. And they haven't got any streets. They got the best architecture, but they can't lay a pavement. You'll see now the size of that. In the mud, no paths up to it, nothing. So, use that bridge again. There's some sort of prisoner of war camp on the hill. As I'm guessing, because it's a gulag. And these are free energy devices. They have no wires. They're just these anomalous, sometimes ceramic nobule things on these masts. No wires. The telegraph are the smaller ones. Okay. Not sure what that is. Just a little bell tower in a mud flood affected street. So the mud's come down the hill, I would suspect, not from the river, the other way. So I can't see mud running uphill. So it's come the other way, and it's buried these buildings as far up as there. They're all lower. You do not build your house, your window, halfway below ground level, because it's Siberia, so I'm guessing there's limited light in the winter. And, you know, apart from that, everything's really covered in shit, isn't it? And they haven't got pavements. So it's been mud flooded. And they add people, because I'm not sure whether the population doesn't exist. See these? These are the telegraph. I don't think anyone's got electricity at this stage of 1899. But they got massive stone Tatarian type structures. And added people, penciled in Tomsk. And mud. This is your streets in Tomsk. Thick with mud. And duckboards. And the houses half buried in mud. But you get down to their good stuff, and it's like, wow, it's all in mud still. So these things are anomalous. You know, wires on them. Anyway, mud, duckboards. They haven't got pavement, sidewalks, anything. Mud. But they got all of this stone here. I'm on a horseback in the mud. Snow's there because it's cold, because it's Siberia, but red brick looks like something in Britain. Nazmia ports. It's older civilization. As is this. The clue is it's red brick, it's decorative, and the bottom windows, which should have one time been street level. Massive broad roads, considering there's no transport network. Only one guy on a horse and cart. Some guy selling horse chestnuts next to the bunko booth, and this giant Tatarian thing in the background. Like that. You're going to go to the effort to build this. You're going to want a path that at least goes up to it. Not just a load of shit and mud and penciled in added people to your reality. What's going on with that? Well, it looks like it's been water damaged at some stage. Okay, we're moving on. This one's a good one. I think that wall is a lot deeper, you know. It's taken some damage. Something's hit it. Damage here. And I think this wall's a lot lower. Only one guy. Massive broad streets. Windows partially buried. And some sort of antiquitech device. Another one. Right. So no one's taking care of the gardens. So no one's maintaining that. Somebody's come in and blocked up the Technosmia, which you'll always find in this period. There's one there, two there open. Blocked, 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 blocked. Block windows, block windows. Device is still there. Apparently taken out. And looks like 4 angels. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dome in the middle. No one's maintaining it. And he's looking at it like it's just about to be blown up, taking one last look. Looks derelict. Mud duckboards to a place that looks as beautiful as that. You're not going to get a path, a couple of steps and some mud. And all of this Greco-Romano architecture, this ancient wall full of ivy on this building, is all just put in the mud. Oh, they get it all there. From the quarry. It came on the railway. No, they're building it. I haven't arrived yet. It's just there now. Alright, yeah. And all of this, the end of the muddy street. What's on that? The same red brick. And duckboards. Because you can't have pavements. You could build them beautiful structures, but you can't have any pavement. Why? Why can't you have no pavement? Why can't we have nice lampposts like we got to match all our beautiful architecture? Could we? What do you get? It's mud-filled, massive, wide streets. This is a really good one, this is. Because that building there looks like it's been there for like a long time. And these windows at the tops, the windows would be this size. That would have been the original ground level down here somewhere. And the mud's come in and buried them. You don't build a window and half bury it in the field next door. It's just silly. On duckboards. Mud. Ice. You would do better with an infrastructure in this town, me thinketh, with the ice and the snow. It wouldn't be so bad getting around. So they can build all that. They get the stone there, they quarry it, they move it all there. In that mud. And it looks like Buckingham Palace. Again. Where is all the bottom? Electricity and all of these buried again. So these windows, is that high? They would have been that high. And who knows, another level again. Giant doors. Later, that could have been a window put in later at another time. But it's really big. Only mud outside. You don't need a path to go to a building of such quality. Don't be silly. You need mud. You need mud. Mud and a lone horseman penciled in is what you need. Okay. That's what you need. In fact, all of it looks altered. So, how long have you been there? Oh, that long. Okay. Okay. We're moving on because I gotta get through some stuff. So I'm guessing the woods for the railway, but check that building. Very, very nice. And there's that ivy covered one. Ivy takes forever. So yeah. Existence of an older world, they're coming in later on. Add a railway through. Show you how the people are living. In the mud. I bet they worship their railway. And all that work. Anyway, that's enough of that. Now, I got some images of the day. We're going to go through a little brief history of this year. I'm going to take my time. If it takes 2 hours, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Beauty's books. Now, Kay kindly made this for me earlier. The volume is a little bit low. But you can see that my book is very much in her hand. I'll put the link in the descriptions box if you're struggling to hear this, guys. Okay, but please make an effort. Maybe turn your volume up. She's recorded it a bit low, but it is a nice thought. It's 4 minutes long. I don't want to play it all really with buggered volume, so play a bit.
Right, we have a nice surprise. We have actually published Martin's book. So we've got it on the website here. And now, this proof copy.
So there it is, physical form.
About 50 more pages added onto this. And
So there you can see the book exists in physical form. Okay. Pictures, and I'm going to put this link in the descriptions box because, as I said, the volume's a little bit low. Okay, and that is going to be on Amazon with a Union Jackage cover. I've got some different covers. Okay, and it's available on Kindle and Amazon from the 1st of January, I believe. Kindle did it a time before, if I'm right. But it's all in this video, everything you need. Anyway, she explains absolutely everything concerning the bookage, which is this, which has caused me so much grief it's hard to even put into fucking words. The irony of my life is not really lost. So when I give you a brief rundown of this year, if you've just arrived at Flat Earth British, you're probably going to be in for a bit of a shock. It's been quite some adventure here on Flat Earth British, and this is what we've been working on since the summer. It's just all the work you can imagine, and there it is, coming soon. Okay, please allow for Christmas post and the digital versions Wednesday the 1st of January. There's the cover for it. Okay, Amazon, etc. And I believe it's got on Kindle. So it is really cool and exciting. So thank you for your patience, guys. I know a lot of you have been waiting, but with my little history story of Flat Earth Britishness, we'll start here. Let me have a drink. Okay, we'll give you a little history of since January 2019 or so, they say. Okay, fancy that? No. There's been a lot happening. As you can see, I have hundreds of images. Can't go through them all. Loads of videos too. But I'll give you a little idea. Starting probably here. January 2019. Now, last year of 2018 was the most tumultuous and agonizing and painful year of my entire existence by far. I'd moved into my new flat in April of 2018. I was killing it on YouTube with this field, and I was grieving at the same time because I'd recently lost my partner and my mother 3 months apart, so it was a massive tough year. So I braved up, struggled, mostly alone, and got through to January. And then January, a mate of mine, okay, who's like handily got hundreds of thousands of subs, is Max Egan. Okay, so he gave me a shout around January on one of his hidden history epic works, which was about Tataria. Now, after his shout, he did give me a warning. He didn't get a bit of shit over Flat Earth too, but he was willing to, do it, which I'm really grateful for. So then February, March and April, tens of thousands of people turned up. Okay, it was an absolute tsunami of humanity, all very excited, all with their minds blown concerning the subjects of Antiquitech and Mudflood and all the rest of these discoveries that we found this year with the events, all of what we have uncovered. So May was a really interesting month actually. I had quite a lot going on, things were moving quite fast. Then we got to June, and then I hooked up with my mate Mel, right, where this is in Nottingham. So what we did from June, probably July, August, September, October, is we probably hooked up all the time. I went up there, she came down here, and we visited loads of antiquity to do documentaries, etc. So we did that for a while. Also in the month of June, this lady, Kind K, who is epic help on so many levels, okay, offered me a book deal for all of the discoveries of the Great Flat Earth British think tank, which I jumped at. Okay, so we did visits of mudflooders all over. Oh, that's the other way. Sorry, Phoenicians. All over Nottingham. And we found some really strange stuff. Old walls, everything's blocked up, and they have these anomalous stones everywhere because everything's caves under this place. Just caves. Actually, never seen that guy. That's just around the back of a building. That's what people were like in this so-called era. Everything was decorative. Look at that. Who would even see in it? Some globe programming on the side of a building. Satellites, flying trains, and some apparent curvature. Must be a fisheye lens. And this really old pub. Really old. Really good looking, isn't it? with Antiquitech. So this is Nottingham city centre, and they had this old clock tower, and they put all like really yucky tower blocks around it for some reason. Justice, so it's just ice. She's blindfolded again. She looks Germanic. She's got 2 braids. See that a lot, don't we? Guildhall, Antiquitech's roofage, mud flooded. These are amazing old buildings in the city. 1887. And you will follow through plaques and stuff the advent of corporations when, you know, the Phoenicians come in with the trade, their organisations, everything is just, you can see it unfolding in the architecture. Look at this Greco-Romano. I imagine water being this high and just walking in through that, and then it's like designed for that, and then it all runs away. It's like 2 stories under these guys. Been in them, they're 2 stories down. It's just crazy. And caves everywhere. All for Antiquitech. How deep that one goes. What would be the point in having your window facing out? And they get floods there, see? Didn't seem to worry them with this design. So they built the windows down there, but they needed a retaining steel girder to keep the road from falling in with the extra tonnage. Does that make sense? Okay. We're moving on. So, mud flooders galore. This was an incredible door. It was on an old fire station, and for some reason, fish, crabs, and nothing to do with sort of the middle of England, more to do with maritime, because it's Phoenicians. Fish, crabs. The bell, and bee, as the Phoenicians bead bees, and looks like a lizard. But the bell, I'm guessing, because it's the fireman. All closed down, all left to rack and ruin. Corinthian archtops, red brick, just incredible. The old world's everywhere. Look at that. It's dick-a-dick-a-doodless, guys. And you get these everywhere. These are ancient. Gargoyles looking down on you. Yeah, old Nottingham. And Queen Victoria looking a bit pissed off. Look at this. So cool. Antiquitech look everywhere in sight in this place. And they got a Greco-Romano city hall. Paches. Can't be sick, can we, anymore? And a strange owl building in between 2 others. But the age on these buildings. This is a department store. And even the wood on a department store had Bacchusite. Bacchus in it. Woodcraft. Bacchus. Demonic entities looking down on the people as they're walking past. Nothing going on at all. Except for the ugly little demons' faces up on the clothes shop. It's all, everywhere. Bacchus. It's crazy, isn't it? And the fishes. Always with the fishes. And lovely Nottingham. And I was back in the summer. So as you can see, it is full on Venetian. 1927 they say. Okay. But I gotta get it on because it's not gonna be able to upload this. 1900. Slides go through so quick, but there are a lot. What did I say? I said Tartar then. So James Matthew Barry Bart, who in 1883 worked in this building in Nottingham Journal. Interesting. Get them on the corner of everywhere. 1872. Everything's built in 1872. And this is the textiles area of Nottingham for the lace market, the lace area. Sure I'll put right. And the Phoenicians. I guess they come at the Trent. Yeah, amazing architecture in place. So we went to a good few towns, taking photographs. It's crazy. Did some videoing. Mud flood heaven, literally. To bring it to you this year. It's me nosing in a cemetery, cock and hoop, and a fasces with the Parisian and a Labrise, well, an axe in this case. It's for Doctor Who time travelling, and they got an old-fashioned police car, Morris. Okay. I was just getting lost, because we like to go and get lost. Okay. And this, believe it or not, was a massive church. They do the usual, convert it into a boozer, as they do. 5G towers. Ugh. Guess it's fucking 5G 5.6 next. So yeah, so this was basically a month later in June or July, when I went to Manty's funeral. Mel came along with me. We had a little strut in Cardiff.
Welcome to Cardiff. So I'm down in Cardiff with Al Martin, of whom you're all aware of. Flat Earth British. And Mel out on the town.
So that was me and Mel on a bridge in Splot. Now we've got hundreds, hundreds more. Basically she goes on about City Council, but I don't think I should say that right now. Ongoing things. Later on in the year, then the next month in August, I basically went to a festival. I went to visit other places like Post Call, Caerphilly Castle, and September then I got a job as a beekeeper, part-time, 2 days a week volunteering, to give back and get out and see some stuff and learn about bees, because I thought it was really important. So let's have a little look at me beekeeping, shall we? This is when they were all full, they're hibernating now, so let's have a little look.
Hey.
Oh wow. The energy coming off them is amazing. Can you feel that?
Yeah.
Feel it in your body, don't you?
Yeah, look at them. I'm loving it.
Man, what a frequency.
Okay.
So love them. Yay, huge. Woohoo! Hey bees! So they'll fly around me. So, that's what I've been doing. There is beekeeping. So I could go through the months of what our discoveries were, but there's been a lot of pics added in between. Let's make Mel sharp and Phoenician stuff. We got into mud flood, so much. We got the Great Flat Earth British think tank photo drop. There's more of Nottingham, a place called the Alchemist, mud flooded, full of Phoenician architecture. Ooh, Paris, catacombs, bone banks. That's another thing we covered. Bone battery banks. We've covered bones below us causing piezoelectric forces, causing lightning. And we've decoded the Phoenicians and antiquity the whole year long. Their etymology, their phonetics, their words, the whole thing. Our legal fictions, the whole thing has been decoded and is realised on Flat Earth British. Now, I'm going to show you some more photos. Went to one trip here to Caerphilly Castle, which was really good. I thought I had a video, but let's have a look at Caerphilly Castle, because it was rather cool. Did have a video. So, medieval castle, and we looked into the history of it. There was giant lakes outside. The windows are tiny, so it's not dwelling. It's never been used for war. Giant crack in it. Some striations, I'm guessing that's off the ivy maybe. And it looks like this tower's been blitzed. And all broke away. Apparently this place had loads of earthquakes in the past. Oh really? So what happened? They just stopped in the last 100 years or so. We didn't really feel them. So that was Caerphilly Castle. And other places. It's Caerphilly. Tommy Cooper, who's a comedian who had a heart attack on stage. I watched it happen. So I'm holding this up. Strange stuff going on there, guys. So there it is, Caerphilly up the valleys. 10 miles north of Cardiff. Well worth a day out. It's an absolutely beautiful town. Beautiful town. If you haven't been there. So that was Caerphilly. Don't say that. And then September we had the Globe Light tour. So I went to Cardiff, joined the Globe Light tour, met a few people, and then we had the convention. And then that month also, all of my life's work, 1100 videos, millions of views, got hacked. Apparently by Russia. It was my own fault, but I did get set up. Okay, there was I was basically baited, and I fell for a trap, and I got hacked. So then the hacker, who then turned into a Korean, plummeted maybe, I don't know, tens of thousands of stupid cartoons all over our discoveries. YouTube say they got it back. It's a long story, and that's what we've been going through. I had another 2 channels, and then for some reason, without me even having anything to do with them, they were blocked from me. I can't even get on YouTube. I'm still using my guest browser. It's pathetic. So here's the Globe Light tour. Here's Adam when he had a pair of nuts before he had him squashed flat by Robocop. This guy I met was absolutely epic. He'd been in wars and things, and got on really well. I was gutted when he went. So there we are outside the Globe Light tour bus, which will be in London tomorrow. There's my mate Ruben, who's an awesome person. So there we are having a rabbit. And there was the convention. There's me with some weird Phoenician headed dude in some stately home. Basically this was a Tardian palace built again, 1871. We went in there to eyeball it and take some photographs for you all, and a video for John Levy, which is on this somewhere. It is the most amazing structure ever. It was 1875, same as they all bloody seem to be. Seem to get them much earlier. Antiquitech age. So there is a video somewhere to go with it. Oh, it's on, yeah. I think it might be on my Google. Pics of this fountain, etc. Phoenician fountain. So I had to go through so quick, I need to get on. So the convention rocked. Portal. And there she was, amazing Tardian building. Out in the middle of nowhere. Really. Helipad, place for the elites, food. And a Faceless Night again. You'll find out all about Faceless Night in the book, because we talk about him to some great extent. All the time. Punch you know. So yeah, we've been to a lot of places, medieval churches. This one was amazing. It was up on top of a hill. The weird thing about it was, it had a vantage point. And a vantage point said that you could see. I'll show you now. Like, are you okay? Yeah, I'll do. This was in the church. You could just walk around it. There was no one there. It was amazing. But full on Phoenician. With demons, jackals, and everything. From I-570 was that burial. Line in stasis, 16 or I-627 was the organ for the Phoenicians. It was a cute little church. And there are Celtic stones that have been found in the area. Let me get to that vantage point outside. So you see this vantage point, there's a sign there. Oh, cool. Sundown. This church. Blocked up windows, etc. I'll tell you the name of it now. Is it not Beeston? Sure now. Oh, he died in the First World War, 21. Convention. So there's Lee, Dolly Daydream, and a Noonsflower. I can't remember this fella's name. So yeah, the convention, 2019 or so they say. Nora. My photo's been taken. Nora, Roxanne, Dolly Daydream, Lee. His big beamy eyes. That's me, Robin and Roxanne having a giggle about something. So that's Robin lifting the lid. Again, me, Roxanne and Lee. That's Gary, John and Charlotte. Who's the lovely people, all these people. Okay? That's a cool picture. What is that? Me and Lee. Who will be at that convention tomorrow, no doubt, at the Globe Light thing, because he lives there. Up the smoke. Oh, that's Mel's daughter. So is Mel. So there's Globe Light tour. When was this? I'd taken a photo. So there's Riley, Jamie, Dave Mash, Marilyn Wisby, Tammy, Rachel. That was Leamington Spa in another year. So that's the Globe Light on Mel. And that's Adam when he had a pair of bollocks. And that's in the convention, aren't they? She had a really good laugh. And in a stately home. So that's what I've been doing. And what else did I do? Okay, so then got to October, did some more visitations, some more weird antiquitech devices and historical places. Okay, and is there a video attached to this? Yes, there is. This is a video. The volume's a bit scratchy, so drop your volume a bit. I'll drop this a bit. And it's a video. Just all metal.
All metal.
Crazy, even the bottom bit.
Yeah, all of it is the thing.
So let's presume that this wasn't put together in a in pieces shit. How did they get this massive thing here?
Haven't they? And look, you've got backers blown out at the bottom, you've got lions under there, you've got serpentine dolphins, everything's water. She's
All that.
after this. It's a cascading upwards fountain. She's the end result of it all. Everything else is underpinning her being. These fish tails, look.
Yeah.
Chalice.
Yeah. Comical that is we read about. Yeah, you look at it as well. Do that down hole. Okay. Yeah, man. Good day. Huh?
Helicopter pad.
Oh, yeah. Of course. And this little beauty. I know. It's just so. I know. Oh, we've never seen the back ones from there, the perspective. Check them out. Sumptuous going insane, that one. It looks like too top heavy, looks like half of it's under the ground though. Yeah, exactly.
So it's tiered, look all the way up.
It's beautiful garden shop.
Oh look, let's see where the stairs go and go inside.
Yeah. Okay.
That's in there, that big staircase.
Deep. Oh, let's rub a bit of lavender. I'm not nicking it, I just touched it. I took it off my hand.
Yeah. Nature's floor.
Just starts to walk on the grass. Cool. So that's the sort of thing we've been up to. Oh, yeah. Busting this paradigm. Bringing great truths. Writing books. A book. More books to come. Of great truths. All with positive intent, or the idea of helping humanity out of a very sticky situation. Indeed. Sorry to go through so quick, but there's only limited time. Let me go back to these pictures. So there's the globe lighter. That was amazing. And we get down to about here. Is this another video? It's only a split second. So we got the globe lighter. Now anyway, this is this hilltop. Check this out. So we get to October and I set up a new channel. So I get help from flat earthers like Globebusters. Bob posted it on his channel, and I managed to, you know, in a matter of 3 months get 7,000 of you back. So hopefully, if things go well, they'll still be there next week. Would be a very good thing. So they say on this, you can see Edinburgh 227 miles away, okay, which on a globe would be completely impossible. Also, they say, you know, this thing's a couple of miles away. We'll give them that. On this view platform, on this hill, Bredon Hill viewpoint, okay. But they also say that you can say Belfast, in Northern Ireland, this way, 223 miles away. Edinburgh at 227 miles. They say you can see from this hill. Why they did that, I don't know, because they're supposed to be living on a ball. They're killing it by doing that, because you're not supposed to be able to see 200 miles away. There would be masses of curve or ball in the way. Wood. So there's Dave, Trinity 4 on the globe lighter, and this was in Cardiff, outside Caroline Street. Mark Sargent, Spurs somewhere. Spurs is there. Spurs Schemo. And there's Lisa. Talk to a gentleman there. Everyone doing their activism. Me and Roxanne, globalist denier. And that was in a car window of my book. Smell. And that's it. We're coming back. Okay. So yeah, it's been a mad year. It's been ups and downs, but you know, the end bit is not really that good, if I'm honest with you. I'm hoping for better, but at least the truth's got out there, and I did my part in that. So I'm happy for that. So that's my year so far, guys. November was pretty eventful too. Okay, but I'm running out of time. I want to come back. Okay, thanks everybody. So sad. So I'll see what happens if YouTube are total shit. And as I said, so I'm thinking not setting up somewhere else if I'm taken out. I'm not going to be able to anyway. I've had a few problems that we'll elaborate on later. Okay. I've been watched. They're not happy with flat earthers, guys, and they're not happy with me. Okay. Extreme prejudiced. Now I'll be back. Okay, martinleague7@gmail.com if you want to contact me. I'll be back Tuesday, because basically if it goes, no, Monday, 2 days. If it goes down, and then at least I can catch up. You might go live so I can chat to you all, and we'll do it that way. Does that make sense? Okay. What a ride, eh, guys? What a ride. Long may it live, but you know, if it doesn't, there'll be more. Okay, we just work on something else. They can't get rid of it completely. Okay. People will be asking too many questions. Why? Okay. It'll look really bad from guys. Okay. Peace and love. Good.